This is part 3 of my Getting Started with Urban Sketching series. You may have noticed that so far in this series, I have not done any actual urban sketching. And that is for a reason. I've been urban sketching for several years now, and I've learned a lot. And I really think that sharing the things that I've learned alerts to you things that you can keep in mind as you get started urban sketching. This series is not as much a how to draw an urban sketch as it is how to get started in approaching your urban sketch experience. Yes, I will be doing some urban sketches later on. I have just a few more chat videos, things that I want to point out in this series, and then I will actually go out and do some urban sketching. But I wanted to let you know why I am putting up all these chat videos first. So I hope that you will just stay with us as we work through some of the things that you should be aware of as you go urban sketching, and hopefully it will make your experience just a little bit more richer, just things that you can think about as you start urban sketching. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with part 3. Part 3, I have 2 things that I want to point out: observation and is sketching from a photo an urban sketch. So I'll be talking about those in the rest of this video. Today I want to talk to you about observation. But look at this boat. This is something that I think would make a really fun urban sketch. Look at the brick and the stucco cement on that brick. I want to study that brick more. Let's go in just a little bit more. Ignore the boat, but look at the... Let's see if we can get in just a little bit more. Look at the stucco on that brick. What a fun study that would be. So when you're out urban sketching and you find something that you really want to sketch, such as, for me, this boat parked in front of this old building. Look at those doors. And listen to what I'm saying. Look at. Look. Stop and look at what you are going to sketch. Before you even put the pen to paper or pencil to paper or whatever media you're using, stop. And I like to, sometimes I'm trying to do more of it. I'm not the best of it, but when I think of it, I like to verbalize what I'm seeing, especially if I'm alone like I am now. I'm looking at it live, but I'm also looking at it through the viewer of my camera. But what I see are the shadows, and I see, look at the shadow on the ground. Now let's back out a little. It depends on how much of this view you want to do. Do you want to get the sky in there? Do you want the shadow of the ground? You may want to even back up a little bit more. But let's verbalize. Look at there's shadow on the ground, the light. The light is probably about 11 o'clock in the morning. And so it's not high noon. It's probably at maybe an 85-degree angle hitting this boat. And the shadow hits the front of the boat, the nose of the boat. The boat is on a trailer, and it's parked in front of this door that has it's weathered wood. It's not a deep yellow ochre. It's more of a faded yellow. And it's got some labels there in the window, some stickers in the window. And it's got a trailer. And look at the back here. The interesting stucco of the wall. Stop and look. Spend a good 5 to 10 minutes if you have it, just looking at what you want to sketch. Sit quietly. And if you can't verbalize out loud, verbalize to yourself. Do you want this boat to take up the bottom half of your paper, such as what it might here? But my point of this video is sit for about 5 or 10 minutes, if you have the time, and observe the scene that you're going to sketch, especially if it's a still scene. If you're not trying to sketch people are going to be constantly moving. But if you're doing something like a boat in front of an old building, sit and if you can, if you're alone, verbalize what you're seeing. And if you're among people, you can verbalize to yourself mentally. Look at that boat. Most of this shadow is falling on the front of the boat. There's shadow on, you get in my rearview mirror there, but there's shadow on the ground. What viewpoint do you want to take? Do you want to get the entire building in there and maybe just have the boat be a little object down in the lower right-hand corner and maybe get some of the buildings in the background, such as that? Or maybe you want to come this way. There's a trailer over here, an old trailer. Maybe you want to get both that trailer and the boat and the old door and the tree and just a hint of the sky up above. Or maybe you want to concentrate on the boat itself. Maybe you want to concentrate right on that boat. You want to sketch the trailer and sketch the weeds underneath of it, and sketch it in front of that old door with that brick wall and the cement behind there. And talking about that brick wall, let's look at that a little bit more. Let's zoom way in there. Look at that weathered wood and the cement and the cracks in the cement and the look at it as it goes up. Oh, I just love this. I love that weathered wall. The first thing that I wanted to talk about in this video was observation. And I want to encourage you when you're out sketching just to spend a few moments really looking at what you want to sketch, even before you put your pen to your paper. The other thing that I want to talk about in this video is something that was posed to me as a question here recently, and it's really started me to thinking. And the question was, is it okay to urban sketch from a photo? Now, I would say to you that the majority of the experts, maybe I'm not sure that there's really been a debate on this, a public debate on it. If there is, I've completely missed it. But I would say that most of the experts, the majority of the experts, will encourage you to go out and sketch live. Find a spot, find a nice place to sit down where you are comfortable and sketch what you are seeing. You will experience it in a different way than if you will have sketched from a photo. And I will agree with that. I would agree with that to a point. I think that going out and sketching live is a very, very good experience. But on the other hand, I do not totally agree with it in that it is an experience. It is one way to experience sketching what you are seeing. There are a lot of different reasons why you might want to sketch from a photo. One of those being, perhaps you're just passing through this town and there are 20 things that you see that you want to sketch, but you only have 2 hours. So, and maybe, look, the shadows are gone. The shadows are gone now. Well, they changed. You aren't going to have the same lighting. Maybe you want to sketch this and the lighting that you saw when you first saw it. Maybe you want to sketch it at evening just before the sun goes down. Maybe not this particular one, but, you know, maybe you're sketching a flower pot on your front porch and you just, it's a way, photography is a way to capture what you are experiencing. who knows? This boat may not be here next week. You may not be here next week. You may be visiting in a town where you have 20 things that you want to urban sketch, but only 2 hours to do it. So my attitude is taking a photo is one way to experience an urban scene and sketching from it. It is going to be a different experience, but don't let the fact that somebody says to you, urban sketching from a photo is not urban sketching. It's sketching, but it's not urban sketching. Maybe they are deriding it. I would not listen to that. I would ignore it. The other factor in that is, are you out experiencing this scene for yourself? Are you taking the photo, or is it a photo that someone else took and sent to you? If you want to sketch it, I would highly recommend for you to sketch it. You're still experiencing that boat. Is it a true urban sketch in the sense that it's a sketch that you went out and even took a photo of yourself? No. I wouldn't worry about it. I would not hesitate to sketch this boat from a photo. And in fact, I'm going to do both. I am not today because, here again, I have a busy day today, but I love this boat. I love seeing this boat just right now as it is right now, but I don't have time to sit down and urban sketch it. So I'm going to take a photo of this, and I'm going to take it home and sketch it. And then, hopefully when I have more time, I'm going to come out and experience it as an urban sketch sitting in my car. So there's just a lot of ways to urban sketch. And I personally would do what you are comfortable with doing. If you want, just go out and sketch it. Take a photo, snap it, study it. Take several photos of it. Maybe snap some photos of the weathered wood above that door. Take some photos of those bricks, some close-ups, and maybe of that old trailer there. Take a photo of different viewpoints of it. You are studying this scene. And then take it home and sketch it and experience it that way. Maybe sit here and do a quick sketch, a fast sketch, a slow sketch. Then study both and study the differences. One is not going to be per se better than the other. They are different ways to experience an urban sketch. So the 2 points I wanted to make in this video are observe and sketching from a photo and experiencing an urban sketch live are two different ways to experience an urban sketch. So I hope that you are going out and having some fun, choosing something that you want to sketch and filling your sketchbooks with urban sketching. I will see you on the next page.